Previously, on Amnesia, a machine for pigs.
Whoa.
I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh dear. That's a pig. There's lots of pigs. Get to the ladder. Go, 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 go. Bye! Please tell me you can't chase me, okay? Anything to save them. Of course, all the awful we cannot sell from our system is donated to the workhouse, making them perhaps the best fattened unfortunates in the whole of London. What is going on up there? No soliciting, no hawking, no begging.
Oh God, no, what have I done?
Children's remember, silence and hard work are the roads to heaven.
Mandus, I know you are out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
No one misses this. No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans, and the world will thank you for it. Disappear a whore, and a gentleman applauds you. kill a beggar, and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretension. These so-called leaders, these pillars of society, these rich and fanciful, they wear their filth on the inside, but they are no less dirty. I have plans for them all. We will feed them, and then we will feed from them.
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees. Ashes, ashes, bones and ashes. The fire will reach critical, and we can have something burning. But this city will shine as a beacon of redemption for the world.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna read these. London's burning, London's burning. God forgive me, what have I unleashed? I stand the smell of burning city. I see ash upon the wind. I hear the roars of the sickening beasts and the screams as they fall upon the city and drag its people below for the slaughter. Now I begin to understand what the other composite ingredient of Compound X must be. And I also understand this. It is my responsibility now. I must find a way back to the heart of the machine and complete what I started. October 24th, 1899. We have set aside an entire wing of the mansion for their parties. We invite them from near and far, and we guzzle them in the fine wine and the finest cuts in all of London. My God, Mandus, but these chops are rather divine. Who are you butchering? Oh, who is your butcher? Feed them up, for the wine and the grains will also lead to a character to lend a character to the product. Keep the flesh relaxed. Opium is the champagne and gravy. A hog roast every night for the Duke and the Duchess. An actress battered and sliced. An artisan is in every mouthful. An importer of fine teas stewed in his own leaves. They bicker and breed under the table, by the fireplace on the carpet stained with wine and fat, whilst long-dead nobles of deformed grace and cold stare watch them from gilded frames along the crooked walls. We will hose it down later as we shovel them into our machine. Oh, this is where we were before.
Do you hear me, Mandus? This is what you planned.
This area is for horses only. Motor carriages must use alternative entrance. That's not good. I can only imagine I'm being chased right now. crap, dude. Streets and alleys. There are too many of these damnations. These beasts loose in the streets to all have come from the engine rooms. As I emerged, I counted 3 of the damnable pneumatic lifts, which suggests the machine has been planning this for some time. Smuggling routes to the surface, all about this neighborhood. If my bearings are correct, beyond this alley I should stand directly over the ignition rooms. And I will wager that if I find a pneumatic there, it will carry me back to the machine's heart.
Beast! Creature! Where are my children? Where are my children?
To the pig line. I guess we're going to the pig line. Yay! Farming the world, let us not be coy. I will not let us drag this corpse of civilization into a new century. Come New Year's Eve, I will fling the last switches and unshackle the full power of the machine. This is crazy. These pigs are freaking terrifying. Counterattack. I have returned, an angel of vengeance, a saboteur once more. I will find a way to stop this vast enterprise of slaughter. Enough destruction opened the heart before, confused the machine enough to spring its locks and secret doorways. I must cause it great shock, stab its eyes, poke hot wires into its ears, hammer to its teeth, and push glass into every orifice. Then it will gasp, and in that gasp I will scuttle into its throat and stab its heart from inside. Dear God. Where does that go and where does this go? The spark plug. don't know what to do about this guy. I'm assuming he just kind of sits here and goes in circles. I'm guessing there's not much I can do from here.
But will they be free?
Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And the good? The worthy? How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
So these guys were in some kind of plot together to make... I don't know, dude. Some kind of new god? Danger. Experimental. This electrification must be lethal to the touch, now to confound the machine and flood the system. This time, not with sewage, but boiling, sparking liquid death. Compound X in the coolant tanks. This vile concoction, this Compound X, is the arterial blood of this horror. Boiled, it creates the steam to drive pistons, but here it is freezing and allows the components to keep them cool. Why should it be that the deeper I go, the cooler it becomes? What great process generates such heat at the machine that the machine must quench it with a cocktail of blood and effluent? Coolant pumps. I sense an opportunity. My first strike, impeding these cogs with a large enough object, should jam the flow of coolant, causing a pressure buildup that will split the pipes and rupture the tanks. Well, that worked. I'd be willing to wager that that worked. Okay, and there's nothing down here to explore. Let's go back up and get out of here. Pigline Central Operations. Oh, what did that do? The spark plug, coolant pumps. I'm assuming this is working. Okay, don't touch that. Got it.
Machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy you.
You are too late, Mandus. My great works are almost begun.
October 27th, 1899. And waste not, want not, for here the assorted slop and innards are sifted and sorted and enter the world through more channels and means than one could possibly conceive. The product passes by this section of the engine and is driven through the blade, splitting it into two sections ready for the butcher's block. And in the interim, it is kept in our freezer bays under the house, and the heat produced naturally by the refrigeration process feeds into the pipes and crannies of these rooms, and is the very reason, my dear friend, that we sit here in shirts and waistcoats but no jackets on a freezing winter's night without a fire in the grate and discuss our greatest enterprise. The warmth in our bellies and toes may be attributed directly to those bellies and toes even now passing through steam, fire, and blade beneath our feet. Trippery. December 2nd, 1899. Walking away from those temples, the small pile of stones under the rhododendrons, the skulls of innocents under the loose clod, headless rib cages in the cool stone behind the altars, 3,000 miles apart. I trace back my life to this instant. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. This toxin are already in this falling water. I hack and retch and vomit into the sink and grasp the bowl with both hands and stare. There in the plug hole, as clear as day, a toy spine, clockwork and intricate, like a child's spine, but clockwork. How could that be? How could a child's spine be made like clockwork? I washed it carefully and placed it on the mantelpiece by the egg I laid myself, under the garden where the children's skulls are buried. I call it my Mexico. What? The path to the trippery. It is critically injured now, and I am sure of that. It jeers no more. I feel it shudder around me, a wounded animal pressed flat to the ground. I feel it is afraid of me, and I hate it all the more as I hate myself for unleashing it. My head pounds with blood, my teeth vibrate. I retch and burn with fever. I am an angel of death, descending to smother the firstborn for the death of the two that came after.
I am here again, at the foot of those stairs, towards the red light of the nursery, sunset in the window like a bleeding sky, the horizon a slit throat, the seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Mandus, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
Mandus? Mandus, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Mandus! We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
Goodness. Well, hello, children.
I climb in stillness now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
Doesn't say where we're going. But I guess we're going. The veil lists, the bride is waiting. And in that instance, cradling my children's heads in my palms, I knew I had to unbuild what I had constructed. This machine was ever mine, and it fell to me to redeem it, and myself.